So today I'm going to start making strawberry ice cream homemade. I went strawberry picking yesterday with my mother-in-law and we got these beautiful strawberries that I'm going to use today to make homemade strawberry ice cream. I'm making banh mi sandwiches for dinner, so I thought this would be something great to have for dessert after we have dinner. So first thing I'm going to do is the ones that still have the green on them, I'm going to de-hull them. Some people cut them off with a knife. I just take a melon baller and just take a little bit off because I don't like to waste any. And I'm going to take about 2 cups of these and chop them, and then I'm going to put them in a bowl with 1/3 cup of sugar, and then they will sit for about an hour. And then at that point the base of my ice cream will already be made, and then I can start churning the ice cream. So I'm going to go through and take these off, the ones that need to be removed, and chop them, and then I'm going to put them in my bowl, and then I will come back and finish the rest with you. Okay, so I have finished hulling and slicing the strawberries. So it called for a pint, and obviously I didn't have mine in pints, but 2 cups equal a pint in case you don't remember that. 1/3 cup of sugar, and then I'm just going to mix these together and put these in the refrigerator. And then I'm going to make my sweet cream base. I'm getting all of this. I have a recipe book that I got from Ben & Jerry's. Love this. It has a lot of their flavors, and then it also has it gives me the opportunity, I play with it a little bit, and I create my own type of ice cream, whatever I think would sound good or be good, well, with all kinds of fillings. So first, I'm going to start with 2 large eggs. These are from, I don't know if I would really call it a farm, but there's people around here that have chickens, so I get a lot of eggs from them. So they're local farm chickens. And then I whisk these until they're light and fluffy, about 1 to 2 minutes. And then as I'm mixing this, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of sugar. I add 1/4 cup at a time to really incorporate it and to get the eggs a little bit fluffier. Just 1. 2. And the math teacher in me, when I make these, when my kids were younger, or when my stepkids are here, because they're starting to work a lot with fractions now, I talk about how many 1/4 cups will it take to make 3/4. So when you start working with your kids and talking about it in terms like that, it makes fractions a little bit less intimidating. I'm just going to take 3 of these to make 3/4 cup. So there's all my sugar, and I'm going to whisk that until it gets incorporated really well. And then I'm going to add cream and milk. Heavy whipping cream, 2 cups of that, and 1 cup of milk. This is one of the Pampered Chef's mixing bowls, and I love this thing because it has the cups right on the side. So I need 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So I've got about 1 cup in there right now. So we got to go up to 3, or about half this container. and then a cup of milk. I use 2% milk. You could use whole milk. You could probably use skim milk. You could probably even use almond milk or lactate milk, even though you're going to have lactate in your cream. I guess it would still be less than if you just use all milk. And then I'm going to whisk this together. This is going to go in my fridge and sit while the strawberries sit and do their thing. And then after about an hour, I'm going to put it in the machine. And I will show you my machine. I got this on Facebook Marketplace, like where I get most of my stuff. Somebody was telling me they had one of these and it has the condenser and everything in it. It's super heavy. So I don't have to keep the bowl in the freezer. It will freeze as it churns. These are super expensive. I got a great deal on Marketplace. I think I paid $75 for it, but I think brand new they're over $300. So really, really good deal there. So I'm going to let this sit in the fridge and cool and chill, and the strawberries and I think macerate and in the fridge. And then once that gets done, I'll bring the strawberries out and mash them up and add them to my sweet cream base. So I'll come back on at that point, show you what to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So it has been about an hour. So I've taken my strawberries and my sweet cream base out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to stir these just a little. Set that there. And then I'm going to take, this is like my Pampered Chef masher, which I also love. I should probably just sell Pampered Chef. But anyway, you could use a potato masher too. I'm just going to try to mash these up a little so we don't have such huge chunks. And then I'm going to add them to my sweet cream base. I love homemade ice cream. It is one of my favorite things to make. In the recipe book, they have a coconut recipe, and I like to make coconut rum. Ice cream is like you're sitting on a beach in the tropics. It's in the winter, it's like amazing. Another one of my favorites is chocolate peanut butter, coffee Heath Bar Crunch. You can do so many things once you get that recipe book. You make it your own, whatever you want to make. I even made watermelon ice cream one time. That was interesting. Not a bad interesting. It was good. I don't know if I've made it since. It's a very subtle watermelon flavor, which kind of surprised me. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I expected it to be more pungent than what it is or was. So that was interesting. So once I mash those, let's take and put them in here. And then I'm going to take and move it to my ice cream machine. So over here, I'm going to set the timer. So first I got to turn it on. And then it varies. I set it on 40 minutes. And normally that's perfect. It will still be soft when it comes out. So you have to let it sit in the freezer still for about 3 hours. But it is so good. And you know what's in it. And then I'm just going to pour this in here. And that is it. And I have to run to the store. I don't know why that's not wanting to close. So we gotta figure this thing out. There it goes. So while this is churning for 40 minutes, it should be enough time for me to run to the store to pick up the few things that I need for the banh mi sandwiches for tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you don't have one with a condenser in it, the one where the bowl goes in the freezer will work perfect. Or if you have a hand churn one, go for it. I used to have one where the bowl went into the freezer, and then like I said, I found this on Facebook Marketplace, $75. The only thing, it didn't have a little handle on the bowl that was inside of it. So I took an old clothes hanger like you get at the dry cleaners and made my own handle. So necessity is the mother of all invention is what I've heard, so I guess so. Hope you have a great day. Subscribe and save. Hope to be back soon. Okay, so we have less than a minute now, so I just thought I would show you what it looks like. Let me turn this up. So it's still kind of loose. I added about 10 minutes to this, so it's still kind of loose, but that's okay. It'll firm up in the freezer. I'm going to turn around. So then when it's done, this is the makeshift handle that I made. You pull that out. You take this middle piece out. And I like to scrape everything that I can scrape off. And I will move this to where you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. There we go. And then this just goes in the sink. I try to get as much of it as I can. It gets real messy. And then you just take the bowl and scrape this in there. I probably could have let it go just a little bit longer. I don't use it as often as I should. So I use it way more in the summer, but it's cheaper than buying ice cream at the store, especially if you like Ben & Jerry's, because what is it, like $4 for a pint now? And I can make all of this for less than $4, and this is like, I don't know, 2 quarts, half gallon approximately. So this is going to go in the freezer, and by the time we're finished with dinner, it will be ready to eat. And it should be delicious. Have a good one.